Okay, we've got to get to a lot of big issues, the economy, abortion, others. But first, I want to talk about your race. Your opponent, by the way, been invited to join us here on Fox News Sunday, says that you betrayed your oath to the Constitution with regard to the 2020 election. Here's what he said right after that debate you guys had a few days ago.
Lee actively helped plan the effort to recruit fake electors and to overturn our election and American democracy. No one need take my word for it. It's a matter of public record, and he can dispute that as much as he wants, but the truth is the truth.
Here are some of the texts that he cites between you and then White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, December 8th. If a very small handful of states were to have their legislatures appoint alternative slates of delegates, there could be a path. January 4th, I've been spending 14 hours a day for the last week trying to unravel this for him. That same day, I've been calling state legislators for hours and am going to spend hours doing the same today. I'm trying to figure out a path that I can persuasively defend. Evan McMullen says the texts speak for themselves. How do you explain them?
Look, there's not a scintilla of truth to what he's suggesting there. The fact is there were rumors circulating in the days and weeks leading up to January 6th, rumors suggesting that some states would be shifting out their slates of electors. Now, as a U.S. Senator, it was my job to open and count the electoral votes on January 6th. And we were trying to narrow down what was truth and what was fiction. I made phone calls to investigate the truthfulness of those rumors. That's all. Not advocating, just investigating the truthfulness of them. That is the only scenario in which Congress would have had a role. I concluded after my investigation that the rumors were false, and on that basis, I voted to certify the results of the 2020 presidential election.
So when you're saying I'm looking for a path forward with this state's electors or with state legislators, that path forward would suggest that you were at some point on board with the idea.
No, look, the point here was that there was only one path, and that path I was trying to get the White House and the president's team to acknowledge, that was the only path. If a state concluded that it had incorrectly certified the results of its election, and on that basis shifted out its slates of electors, that would be the only way of doing it. Now, I didn't believe they were going to do it, and my own investigation played that out. My point there was to say we've got to figure out whether this is the case, and I wanted the president's team to acknowledge that that would be the only scenario in which there would be any role for Congress. There wasn't, and on that basis I voted to certify.
Okay, let's go back to 2016.